Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for November. Um, so you are the fifth sign, and by the time I'm coming down to Leo now, I realize that we're just telling stories here. And not only are we telling stories, we are in music, and we're talking about things that may have happened a long time ago, but they're still in your memory. November is just for some kind of framework, but it could be for any time. And as soon as I lay out these cards and I look at them, I just hear, I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. Okay? Although I'm not talking about something really, really awful, I'm just feeling that there's a lot of drama going on in your life right now. A lot of drama. And you're really trying to work through this the best way that you can. So it's like there was some hope for something new that would begin, whether it's a new job, whether it's moving into a new house, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's something that you had decided to consolidate, and things just didn't go as planned, and so you had to make a detour. Everything was going fine, everything was going great for so long, and then something happens, right? So the first card that we have here is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, we see that he's being offered money. He's in a position to get some work and get things done. So he's been commissioned to work. So it's actually a very good card. He's won something. He's on the third step. He's higher up than the rest of them. So maybe he's in a position of a supervisor. There's something going on here where I have a solid, when I say I'm really speaking as if I am you, because somehow that's how I get the information. I'm speaking for you, Leo. So let me say, as if I was you now. I've been given a new position, I've been given a new job, and I'm very happy to say that with that, I'm able to lay a new foundation. I am solid. I'm going to be solid for a long time to come because the Three of Pentacles says things are going good. Things have been going good. The last 3 years have been great. And now I'm coming into some kind of solidity because the next card that's coming up is the Four of Pentacles. So I'm heading in the right direction because whatever it is I'm doing, it's increasing, and it's not doing so in a untimely fashion. As the bricks are being laid, as I'm getting high onto to the steps, everything is going well. It's not a fly by night. You've prepared for this moment. It's a very good moment, and so your workshop is coming along. You're teaching people, or people are learning the trade from you, and you have your hands full, and there's a lot of work going on. So maybe you have spent a lot of time at work, you know, maybe whatever this is going on is good for you. But there's also a thing where it's like you need to expand a little bit more. It's work is not the only thing, because if that is so, there's a lot of other things that's going to suffer. Now, there's something that you like to do and you love to do it and you spend a lot of time doing it, and that's okay. But you have to give time to other things. So, what I'm looking around, and I see that there is only one card that has to do with wands. Wands has to do with excitement, passion, movement, action, and you haven't had that in your life. So, whether you're a man or a woman, there is something that is going to happen from now into a little bit into the future. Let us say six weeks or a month, where you're going to be called, your attention is going to be shifted to yourself, to someone else, to a situation where you think, no, I miss being who I am, because it has to, fire has to do with who am I, it has to do with your identity, and it has to do with maybe someone who is going to remind you of a situation, right? Or something you're gonna like. It could be somebody from the past that comes back into your life, because here we have, in the past, we have a big, huge Ace of Cups. This is Aphrodite here. She's the goddess of love. And it's also saying, yes, I've dealt with emotions. I've lost things as well. And I was teary all the time and crying all the time. And I went down into the underworld, and I had to speak to my relatives who had passed on, and I almost wanted to go there too. So there was a heavy, heavy time, but you were able to come out of it, and so now you're solid. And you don't want to have to go back down there, right? This is the temperance. The temperance card will come up for those who have had a very close brush with death, but they've come back from it. So um, this is also Saturn in Pisces. There's something that you need to abandon as on an emotional level, because it's in the past now. You can't keep that going. But this card is here to give you strength, to give you hope. It's going to help you keep on the right track, right? It's going to keep you in equilibrium, keep your actions moderate, keep your feelings. It's very important that you keep your feelings flowing, because there was time when it was flowing, and then there was a time where the feelings stopped flowing, and grief and pain and anguish, it was replaced, and your feelings became frozen. So the water was not flowing, and there was nothing that could help you. When we see the Eight of Cups, we know that these cups are empty. Nothing can satisfy you. You've tried everything. You've tried everything, and now the only thing to do is to transform. So you're heading into the underworld now for that transformation, and then you come out on the other side, and you think, "Oh my goodness, definitely feeling a lot more confident, a lot more sure of myself, a lot stronger." Right? So here's the lion, and she's also got the lion at her feet. She's been able to dominate those feelings, she or he, because here's Hercules as well. So there's a situation where definitely calm is going to come back into your life, Leo. You're going to have that confidence. You're going to be able to shine again. It's going to be all right. But there's other things in life too. So your focus is going to shift from everyday things to actually going out there into the world, stepping outside of the house, stepping out of your workshop, and probably saying, "Listen, this is what I do, this is who I am." Or you're going to meet somebody who is going to bring that out. Now, there is a situation here where we have two swords in this reading, and the Two of Swords has come up. So there's something you don't want to hear of. It's like this card says, "I don't want to know about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it." Because there's people around you who are at a crossroads. They are fussing, they are fighting, and it could be those two sides of you on the inside that you just cannot make up your mind. Should I go here? Should I go there? And the stress comes to a point where you have actually come to where you took a decision. It wasn't the best decision, but it was a decision that had to be made, and so your mind overcame and put you in a position of stress, and you hurt your heart. This is the heart that's hurting, right? Because the mind and the heart are at war. So who is the one that suffers? You suffer. So you broke your heart, and and yes, you broke your heart, and you were pinned to the rock. You felt kind of down. No, why or what, only you can say. The cards are not even giving me a tiny bit of more things, except I want to tell you the candle that I had here has gone down roughly half the size in this reading, and everything is just pouring out, is pouring out. So this is a state of affairs here where you feel that there's nothing that can be done. You're not even taking action, and you're letting the vulture come and every day take a little bit more of you, take a little bit more of you, and you're just feel like you can't deal with it anymore. So I'm going to show you the cards that are telling you I hear you. I'm trying so hard to stay afloat, trying so hard to control the situation. Well, stop trying to control it and just open your arms and let it be. Let it work itself out. If somebody has to go, let them go. Let them find themselves. You can't own people if somebody has to go. So you got some information that about a careless whisper, maybe, or the whisper had become a shout. The whisper had become a shout, and you couldn't manage it. There's certain things that you're just not supposed to fix, right? And it don't matter. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I was a good provider, I was a good wife, a good woman. I went to work, I did all, but that's not the point. This is like you're not entitled to everything going right just because you're doing things right. Sometimes it's just necessary that things fall apart. As the book says, things fall apart. I haven't read it yet, but it's talking a lot about that book. Maybe I should read it too. Everybody has Leo in the chart. So remember again, all these signs might have to do with different areas of your life at different times. So, yeah, emotionally drained, physically drained, spiritually drained. I have to recoup. I have been struggling. This is the God of struggle. I've tried everything. I've tried talking, but my sword was, I've tried doing things, but my wand has fallen down. I had to take the bull by the horns or the lion by his mane. And I had to just use my intuition and my bare hands to get the situation, get a grip, right? This has to get a grip. So there's no point in ignoring a situation, right? Because it's going to happen, whatever has to happen. And that is the wisdom of life. God grant me the serenity to do all the rest of the serenity prayer, to accept what I cannot change and to change what I can and what I cannot change, just to accept it. Once again, the cards are just all over the place, let me tell you. So this is the card of Leo, so you have appeared. This is also a fire card. So we actually have, this is the only card of fire. So, but it's a card of reemergence and the spirit of a situation that you're able to hold this down. You're able to hold this down. You got it, right? You don't have to cry anymore. You don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to sacrifice anymore, right? Yes, you are doing what you're going to do and you're going to get what you deserve. Let me tell you, your guardian angel is seeing it. She's watching it. She's got it under control. And if this is going to happen in your life, let it go. Let it happen. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. This is not something you can fix with your thoughts, with your mind. You can't fix it with words. These are actions that were outside of your control, right? No, I'm here to tell you, I'm really hoping mm, that you get this sorted out, because I think that there's a lack of trust here. So, are you trusting yourself? Why is it you're in a relationship or a situation where you can't trust the people that you work with, or the people that you live with, or the people that you're supposed to have your back? These people don't have your back, right? You saw it coming, and there was nothing more to do. You knew it was coming, and you tried to avoid it, and it couldn't be avoided. And not only that, you got blamed for it. so so you're blaming yourself for it. So you're feeling quite despondent and down. But don't worry, because you got this. Like I said, I'm here to deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with and go right down to a situation. I'm not going to tell you everything is fine and hunky dory if you come to the tarot, because there's something that needs to be resolved. And according to what these cards are showing me today for these readings, there's a lot to be resolved here. And so I wish you all the best. Okay? And you're not going to lose anything. I think it's a situation that needs to be balanced out. So there needs to be communication, there needs to be truth, and trust needs to be reinstated. Truth and trust, TRU, right? And a careless whisper of a good friend. We're talking about third party here. Who betrayed you? All right, we're just making up a story right there. I have no idea what you're going through, except to say that is a heart. It's something with your heart. But not a drop is lost, Leo. Not a drop is lost. Okay? Your guardian angel has seen it all, and you're going to get what's for you. So this is a situation that's been going on for some time too. I think as we come to a close and we come to the end of the year, we're just finalizing situations here. Thank you for listening. All right, you take care now, Leo.